Hi guys, I wanted to come to you today with a little bit of an update on how I'm doing with my budgeting for the year. I've gone through a month and I just kind of wanted to let you know how things are going because I've never done this before. I said in another video that I want to get my bills paid off. I want to get my bathroom redone, the siding redone on my house, and I also want to save more towards my retirement before it's all over with. And I need to stop buying stupid stuff because I was standing in my house the other day and looking around, and I have more than enough of everything. That I have wax around here, I have candles, I have diamond paintings, I have movies I can watch, I have Netflix, and I will only keep that as long as there's something interesting on there. I'm going through like shows, like watching all the whole series, and then I go move to the next one. And when I run out of those, then I'll shut that off. Same way with, I have CBS right now as another subscription, not prescription. And once SEAL Team, NCIS LA, and SWAT are, off for the summer, then I will shut that down and I will pick it up again in the fall when they come back on. No big deal to me. But I wanted to let you know how things were going. So the very first day of the year, me and Charlie, we just blew his little budget plumb out of the water because I had to pay $216 for a vet visit that ended up being a waste. I spent $216 on him. He has been pulling his hair out for the last couple of years. They've told me he has allergies. I've given this cat flea medication since I inherited him from my mom. And I have spent thousands of dollars on this cat, and I do not mind because I love this cat and I want him to be well as long as he can be. And I want him to do good. I don't want him to be miserable. And by the beginning of the year, I didn't think he was doing well. So I took him in. They did x-rays. They changed some medicine up. That was on a Wednesday, New Year's Day. By Saturday, he was just miserable. I could not figure it out. But he acted like he had fleas. So I called the vet and I said, can you up his medication? He acts like he has fleas. And they're like, he's on flea medication. I'm like, he acts like he has fleas. I can't see them, but that's what he acts like, because he was like running away from stuff on the carpet, and I was like, that's got to be fleas. So she says, this was not the vet, this was a receptionist. She says, well, we have a $13 medication that we can give him and it'll work within an hour. I'm like, fine, I don't care. She goes, don't up anything because he'll OD on it, but give him this pill and that will help him. So about an hour later, when they tell you it's going to start working with an hour later, just be aware that the fleas start coming to the top of the cat's fur. Just know that little fact, because I didn't know that. And so I saw that happening, and I picked him up and I ran out to the garage with him, because that's where I have his brush at, so that when the hair starts flying, it's in the garage. I don't really care. And before it was over with, at least 50 fleas had fallen off this cat. I was livid. They have told me he has allergies. They told me he has arthritis. They tell me it's probably his bladder. All these things. They want to do all these tests. It boiled down to a $13 pill, which, by the way, you can get 6 of them for $30 on Chewy.com to give the cat. You could give that pill to him every day, which I don't. It was probably 3 weeks before I gave him another one. He started scratching again, and I was like, we're just going to do that. But I have spent thousands of dollars, and they had him on $90 allergy medication, and he was miserable. I give him allergy medication about every 3 days now because it's $90. He is doing so much better. He is not pulling hair out because he doesn't have fleas. He's not miserable. I just want to give that pill to him every once in a while just to make sure. It doesn't work on eggs or larvae. It works on fleas that are already hatched and bite him. So we did mess it up the first day of the year, but I think we're going to be better off in the long run. So that's the only big thing on that. My beauty stuff, I've done really well on that. I'm actually ahead. I have money saved ahead. So, for things that I'm going to need. So I'm happy about that. Household things, I don't think I've spent any money on household things that I'm going to need at this point. I have budgeted, what is it? $30, no, it says $40 a check here. I think I changed that. I'm not sure. I think it's $60 per every 2 weeks that I have for gas. And I have not gone over that. It's $32 because I have a trip that I go out of town, during the year, so I have $25 and it come out to $32 every paycheck for gas. And so far, every time I filled up, it's been under $30. It hasn't been all the way to empty, but I filled up and it's been less than $30 the 3 times that I filled up so far. I filled up today and it was $26. My haircuts, I am ahead on that. I've already got enough money. My haircut costs about $60 every time I get it cut just because it's so short. It's a fiasco if I go to people who don't know. My hair is very thin. It's not thin. It's very fine and very thick. So if they don't know what they're doing on a short haircut like mine, they will screw it up. I used to get cheaper haircuts. It was a disaster. And so finally I decided that I was just going to go and get it cut by somebody that knew what they were doing. Plus, it also helps me towards Ulta to get to the platinum. I don't have to spend very much in makeup to get to platinum because of my hair. I get my hair cut about 6 or 7 times a year for, I think I get my hair cut again next week, and that'll be 7 weeks since I got it cut. So my bangs are not down in my eyes yet, so we're doing good. So I'm ahead on that. I had to buy some Tylenol PM from my over-the-counter medication. That was like $7. I'm ahead on that. Let's see, what else? I put money away for my department. We're doing Valentine's things. We do Christmas Secret Santas. Any kind of parties that we have, I set $100 aside for that a year, and so I take that money out and I'm good with that. Or $100 a year, so I take money, $5 out every check for that. So I'm budgeting for that. So the groceries, the household, the cat food, everything is going great. However, except for Charlie's thing, but that's going to equal out, I think. The one that I am having the most problem with, and last week, I blew that budget completely out of the water. I don't know what went wrong. I had the list, and I went to 5 grocery stores and blew that budget completely out of the water. In the beginning, first 2 weeks, I was getting a lot of staples back in because I have not cooked for several years. I would just do the bare minimum to get by. And now I fix my breakfast for work, I fix my lunch for work, and then I have dinner. And I am doing a lot better. My doctor says that a lot of my blood tests, I went to see him. And there's one chemical that is still that the fatty liver, that chemical comes up. It's still a little high, but it is lower than the last time I was there. So that I am super excited about. And then I'm low on potassium. Fabulous. So he said eat a banana. I'm like, all right, I can do that. And that's about the only fruit I'll eat. And I don't even know if that's a fruit. Somebody told me that was a vegetable one time. Yeah, I don't know. I love vegetables though. So, but I had to get sugar, flour. I've had to get spices in here. I've had to buy just staples that most people would normally have. I'm getting meat. I just bought 3 pounds of chicken a day. I'm going to do it where I can cook it in the crock pot, shred it up, and I can freeze some of it and use it for later, at later points in time, so that I'll have it already made and I won't have to buy a rotisserie chicken, or I can just pull some of it out of the freezer and make it right then. That's how I'm trying to do things. So, but last week was a total disaster. I was talking to my old boss and she goes, Brenda, she goes, let me ask you this. She goes, are you actually eating the stuff that you're buying? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, then don't worry about it. If you're eating it, don't worry about it, because you're using it up, you're not throwing it away. So I was like, okay. So I calmed down after that, because I'm not buying a lot of stupid stuff. I will buy like some chips every once in a while. Last week I bought some cinnamon gummy bears from Sprouts. That was a mistake, because then one of my taste buds got inflamed and that hurt for 3 or 4 days. So today I went to the grocery store and Target had spend $50, you get a $10 gift card back. I did that, and I ended up spending, I got $7 back in change. I used a $5 gift card, and so I was like, $53 is what I spent, 52 and something, because I got 2 cents back. I don't know. But so this week I am under budget. I have all my meals already planned out, what I want to do. And so this week I'm back under control, and I just want to do that. I have been buying some brewed coffee that's already made from Starbucks. It's like $5, but I use it all week, like 5 or 6 days for the week. And so that's like $1 or less a time, as opposed to going to Starbucks every day. But I do have a jar in there that I want to start making my own cold brew in. And so I'm going to do that. I bought some coffee today. I have a 64-ounce jar. I'm going to do that. I bought some coffee filters today. So, yeah, that's pretty much how my budget is going. I'm glad that I finally got Charlie's problem fixed. That poor cat he was just miserable. And I've taken him to the vet like 3 times in the last several months. And he's been pulling hair out for a couple of years. And they keep saying he has allergies. I was giving him his flea medicine. I had him on allergy medicine. He's still pulling his hair out. Then they start looking for all these other things, and it was simply a pill that they had to give him that cost $13. So that I was not really happy about, but I'm happy that it got him fixed, and he is doing so much better now. He's such a different cat. But I'm not happy with the vet right now because of, I don't know if it's something that they just wanted to overlook and just overcharge me. One lady, I went in there and she wanted to charge me $600 to do all these tests. She wanted to do a heart test on him. And I'm like, why? I'm like, he's 17 years old. There's nothing wrong with his heart. Why do you want to do a heart test? So to me, it's almost like they want to just find things and do tests on this cat just to get money, and that really kind of pisses me off. Figure out what's wrong with my cat. Do not make him miserable. And it's pretty sad when the receptionist trips up on something and not the vet. That makes him kind of look stupid at that point. So I wasn't really happy with that, but I'm happy now that he's calmer and I don't have to spend as much money. Like for the $90 allergy medicine, if I give him 1 or 2 pills a week, he seems to be fine. Eventually, who knows? When spring and summer gets here, he may have to have some more. I don't know yet, but because this is Oklahoma, but that's fine. I will pay that. But if he doesn't need it, why are we putting this cat through me having to pill him every night? Because he gets very stressed out, he gets very upset about it, and I'm not happy. But he's so much happier now, and I would be too if I didn't have that many freaking fleas on me. So, but I wanted to let you all know how my budget's going. I don't feel as if I'm missing out on anything. As a matter of fact, I'm making this into a game of how I can do things the cheapest way, what's the best way I can do it. And I will do another video about things that I have started doing to say how I have gone about saving money and what helps me. One of the biggest things I do, I don't look at it that if there's something I want, I'll get it. If it's going to make me happy and it's going to be worth it. But right now, I just want to pay my bills off, get my house fixed, and start saving towards retirement. So, that's really what it's all about right now. And trust me, there's more than enough in this house that I have to do. So I will let you all know about the envelope system that I have. It's in my purse. It's going really well, except for like the cash, the groceries that got screwed up. But I have learned to go to Walmart. If I have beauty items, I go through the self-cash, I do them, then I do the cat food stuff, and then I do my groceries. I come out of there usually with 3 or 4 receipts. They probably think I'm insane, but I really don't care. So that's how I break that up, and I don't have it all confused now. So that's really helpful on that front. And I do have stuff saved up in a sinking fund for when I am ready to spend it, like for my haircut next week. I can pull my cash out, go there, spend cash on it, and keep going with my life. So, I just wanted to update you on how my budget's going. So far, it's doing good. It's a little out of control, but I watched Rachel Cruz. She's actually Dave Ramsey's daughter, and she's on YouTube. And she was saying that it usually, when you start doing this, it took her and her husband about 3 months to really get it figured out and get it to going. Because when you don't do it your whole life, you can't get it right the first time, which was so true. So I'm doing pretty good on most of them. So I think within 3 months, I will definitely have it under control and know what I'm doing. So I just wanted to give you an update. I'll give you an update on how it's going, and if you want it every month or if you want it every couple months to let you know how I'm doing on it, I will definitely let you know that. I will definitely let you know some of the things that I've been doing to save money. If you have any tips or tricks that you do in saving money, definitely let me know, because I can use all the help I can get. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. I would love to have you here. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Bye.